And my parents knew about my relationship. They knew that I was calling with her pretty much almost every night, right? So they knew she existed. They knew I had a girlfriend to say. So like they acknowledge her lah, but yang tegur macam parents do lah. Macam, Nas ni tak boleh. Tapi macam, you know, we
Typical
said
parents,
yeah,
right?
yes, betul. Tapi you know, we just takkanlah nak break because parents cakap, I mean, to me, I didn't think that I was doing anything wrong. Tapi obviously, so benda tu is a grey line. I don't want to get into it. So macam, you know, just continue on lah. And then I think we were having this conversation with me and my wife lah, my girlfriend at the time. So we were discussing macam what's the next step. But now, right? We've basically.
Jom lepak. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I had to say that. Okay, continue.
Okay. So we were at the point in our relationship where we pretty much knew each other very well. And like there was nowhere else to go lah, boleh kata, because we are not going to be having like physical dates, things like that. We're not going to be meeting up in person and going out on dates cuma tu. So you could say that the relationship peaked, but not really. So what's the next step? So logically, the next step is getting engaged and getting married lah. So we were just discussing the possibility. It wasn't really like a concrete thing, you know. It was just us kalau ada the possibility, yeah, probably we would definitely get married. We were open to the idea, you know. It's not like a hesitant thing. So okay, so we both feel the same way. We would be down to it, you know. So just one day, I just asked my dad lah, Abah bila nak Malaysia? So my dad oh okay, boleh? Bila nak buat? And I'm like, oh yeah, for real?
Macam tu way.
Yeah. So
I think
okay.
my mind dia pun jauh macam tu terus.
Yeah, I was actually my mind, like my tone was my mind, you know. Bila nak Malaysia? And he was like, okay, bila boleh nak buat? And then so coincidentally, my wife at that time the family wanted to meet me lah satu. So okay lah, kena lah, right? I want to do the Malaysia thing and they want to have raya and meet me. So okay, it aligns. So I told my dad the plan. Okay, they want to have us over to raya. So yeah, okay lah. And then just approaching, right? I think like the previous day or 2 days before the day was actually supposed to be. Mind you, this conversation happened like mid-Ramadan with my dad too. And then when I knew about the like possibility, I was like just praying for it to happen lah. Ramadan kan doa makbul semua kan. So just doa, hoping for it to happen, you know, hoping to get married semua tu lah. So and then like 2 days before when we were supposed to meet her, my dad I asked him lah, apa game plan kan? Not, I didn't say game plan. I just said, how are we gonna do this tomorrow? But he was like, esok kita akan bawa cincin and then kita terus set date. I'm like, oh
my god.
In my position, even I was shocked. I was like, yo, for real? I think we're skipping a few steps. Sorry?
Tak ada cincin lagi lah. Baru nak beli cincin.
Tak ada. It was like tiba-tiba. It went from nak Marisa. You know how Marisa is like just the meeting and getting to know each other, right?
Yeah.
It is not a betunang thing. I didn't expect to be engaged, you know? So my dad cakap, kita akan bawa cincin and then we're gonna set the date. I'm like, okay, I'm like shocked, but at the same time I'm happy lah because you know this is the development I wanted. Tak adalah I wanted, tapi a development that was you would want, you know what I mean?
Betul. What you were looking forward to. Betul. Yeah.
So takkanlah nak barge into that because the other side was expecting raya je. Takkanlah nak barge into the door, bawa cincin unexpected. We gotta let the other side know. So I let my wife know. Rina, esok abah cakap nak bawa cincin, lepas tu nak set date terus. Lepas tu she was like, huh? Huh? Serious lah? And then she told her parents, like, dia punya mom was like crying because her daughter is gonna be taken away and all that. But so it was kind of hard to process for both of us.
And
Tapi
this was the day before.
Yeah. Like the day or like
Exactly
2 days before.
Yeah,
This is like
Like
so
2 days
much
before.
drama in one
2
day,
days before.
bro.
2 days before
Look
we
at
were
the
supposed
plot
to meet.
development, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
developing
yeah.
very very fast. So we just pulled up the day. I don't remember what was the exact date, to be honest. So we just pulled up, and then I didn't do any talking. I was quite nervous, tapi thankfully my dad macam carried the conversation. And
All right. First of all, if you guys are interested in that episode, go check it out. Like after this live, because that was a very funny. That was a really funny episode.
I wouldn't know whether it's funny or not. I macam, to be honest, in the first part, it was more of less like macam wow. You know, it just like if you were to hear the story like from any perspective lah, you would say it's macam okay, just another story of marriage lah. But then just the
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
that happened masa dia tengah asasi, dia macam
Kan?
What?
Lepas tu, not only that, they got like diorang like got married like after after diorang ajak beraya.
dah tu nak pergi
Betul,
beraya, tantang tu dah tunang dah.
Dah berisik dah. Oi, power si Anas.
Okay, tak apa. That's the story of yesterday. They have a
itu
new
today
story.
Kalau korang nak kita ada lagi menarik. We're talking about during the pandemic, Haziq.
Pandemic stories kan.
Pandemic stories kan. Okay, tapi sebelum kita bermula episod kita pada hari ini, tapi untuk mereka pada pagi kan, sebab dia orang duduk duduk di US sekarang ini. Tapi Haziq, we're forgetting one thing. What are we supposed to say in the beginning?
Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of What Now?
Jom lepak. Kau bosan, aku bosan. What now? Jom lepak. Itulah slogan kami.
Okay. So
honestly,
international international juga kita hari ni.
International juga hari ni.
Okay.
Kita dah lama duduk kat Malaysia, sekarang kita terbang kan. Kita terbang ke USA pula kan.
Sementara malam ni sekejap.
Untuk sementara pada hari ini, okay? And yes, so today's story is a very interesting story because they got married online. Not only that, before, like, you know, they lived together. They never like seen each other before, which is really, really like shocking. You know, usually before you get married, you see this person first, and then you live together. But in this situation, they did not see each other. Right? Okay. So without further ado, let's please welcome the lovely couple, Sakinah and Fakhry.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum everyone.
Hi guys.
How are you guys? Sakinah and Fakhry? How are you?
We're doing
We're
good.
doing good, alhamdulillah.
It's a bit cold today, but like it's alright.
It's getting warmer.
Oh, look at those American
It's
accents.
cool,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Itulah tu. Kita orang punya English memang macam
Oh yeah, we're doing good. Like
kita orang dapat.
doing like above
Kita
average
orang-
than like most
Oh,
people
tengok.
I meet here.
Okay, Drew.
Haziq, cuba cakap American sikit.
Mana boleh? Dah cakap American.
Like somebody has to start speaking in English and then you start like talking back.
dia ambil
dia ambil.
and then, like it starts becoming a
Yeah.
conversation. So
I can't to be honest. Okay. You know what? Maybe I can't. I used to have an American accent. It's funny because I used to sekat Alah sedih. Hello, am I still lagging?
Yes.
Nah. Oh, a bit lagging.
Okay, so I used to live in the US and I saw this one video of myself masa dekat US time tu lah. Lawak, tengok macam anak siapa ni? Because when I heard myself talking, sumpah memang macam Mak Saleh lah. Macam tak dengar tak dengar macam diri sendiri. Dia macam dengan tengah cakap dengan orang lain. So, okay. It was really weird lah. But after a few years duduk dekat sini, cuba untuk match dengan accent kat sini because it felt weird talking in a different accent. So I happen to lose my accent now lah. It's okay, it's fine. Okay, that's a different story.
Yeah. I actually had the same
Sakinah dengan
experience
Fakhry
when I came back from the United
okay.
States to Malaysia. Like
Mhm.
my Malay was like it sound like macam orang Inggeris bercakap. So pergi jadi pergi and like
There's an accent to it.
there's an accent to it, but like
There's
as
an accent to it.
time passes, like it becomes much more naturalized. Until like when I came back to the United States, suddenly like my English sounds a bit more Malay, but then like suddenly like start going back to its so,
the problems with dual language, right? You have to
Yeah.
speak. Yeah, kan. Okay. Tapi
That-
today we're not gonna talk about language. Today we're not gonna talk about language. But first of all, I would like to compliment. Thank you for the lovely art behind there.
oh, this one.
Yeah,
She did-
thank
she
you for
made
the
it.
lovely art.
Fan art.
That's the first fan art we have, Aziz. That's really amazing.
Cantik. Serius. Respect.
Cantik kan, cantik. Respect.
Tak semua orang boleh melukis.
Betul. Okay, jadi hari ni kita akan nak lepak lah bersama Sakinah dan Fakhry. Okay, kita ada 3 soalan untuk mereka berdua. So number 1, so the first question is, why did you decide on choosing arranged marriage? Okay, so if you guys, just a little context for this question. So both of Sakinah and Fakhry had an arranged marriage. Okay, so they decided to choose that as their method of, getting themselves married. Okay, all right.
Okay.
We will dive into that question later. So number 2, tell us the story how you got married. All right, it's a really interesting one. And last but not least, how does it feel like to be living together for a year now? Yeah, those are very, very interesting questions for both Sakinah and Fakhry. Right. Aziz, let's start with the first question. Are you ready, Aziz, for the first question?
Yep. Haikal dah simpang sekian orang, so Haikal knows the whole story. I'm the first time listening to the whole story, so
Okay.
I'm really interested. Let's hear it.
Alright.
Okay, so first let's start with the first question. Why did you decide to pick arranged marriage?
You start.
So how did it start out first? So like obviously that wasn't like the first choice. It wasn't like the first thing that popped up into our minds first when we wanted to get married. But so the thing was that like it was during pandemic, was it?
It was one of the options.
Yeah. It was one of the options to us. So I both of us like kind of like trust our parents in that regard to like and like they were like asking me especially like do you want us to help you out, because like I was in the United States for quite some time already, like in 3 years already, and like I was like by that time like already like settled down. This was back in 2019. Dah settle down, dah beli dah dapat apartment, and I got a good job here in the United States. So and then by that time, like for some reason, like I pushed back my marriage life like for so long. I was 27, 26 during that time, and I thought to myself like, okay, I'm ready to get married, but like because there was no Malaysians and like no Muslims around here. So like I was like, okay, this like what do we do? So I went out to my parents and like, okay, like I'm ready to get married. Like can you arrange me like to can you introduce me to anyone? And then that's when like my mom said like, oh, there's this one lady, like she's name is Sakinah, like you might really like her, and then what happened was that like and this is like the interesting thing, like when we finally met at the end of 2019, like I realized
online, right?
like online,
Yeah,
we met online for the first time in December 2019. I realized I knew her parents. Like her parents.
Wow.
So from her side, like what was the story on your side?
Well, from my side, I know his parents first before I knew him.
Yeah.
So, so we knew both of
Faham.
each other's parents first before we got to know each other.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how you
How-
know the parents arranged us as well. So from there,
So how did you guys know each other's parents?
So I knew her parents because like we did volunteer work a lot, like NGO work in our area, that kind of thing. So her parents were like really involved, and I was kind of involved a lot in that. Like it's kind of weird because like I like like when you meet like with somebody
Pakcik
older than
makcik.
you, I didn't call them pakcik makcik, I panggil them abang kakak, kan? So,
Oh.
yeah. So like I was like like
abang buat tu, abang buat ni.
abang buat ni, kak buat ni kan, ni tolong isi, like ni tolong kak, like something like that. So it's kind of a weird transition now getting married to Sakinah, and like now panggil dia abah, umi.
Wow, that would be really weird, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a really weird situation because like my in-laws knew me like even when I was like a bratty like university student, macam like bawa kereta diorang kat belakang laju lah kan.
Weish.
Apa nak order makan ni, makan like tengah makan like apa penat lepas volunteer work, that kind of thing kan. So so they've seen like all of my ugly sides, unfortunately.
Faham. And how about Sakinah? How did you know his parents?
Yeah, because his mom was my teacher, so I was a student in the school. So yeah, I grew up like most of my primary, secondary with her as my teacher. So that's how I know her. But I just know him like, okay, my teacher has a son. That's about it, right? So that's how I know the parents first. Dekat sekolah lah, from school. So je lah. That's how.
You know, it was pretty weird when Sakinah just said Teacher Aziza. I'm like, what? Teacher Aziza?
Yeah, I call her Teacher Aziza.
Yeah, sometimes
My
sekarang ni pun
mom-in-law.
slip juga.
Teacher Aziza? It's just so weird to hear you say Teacher Aziza, because me and Haziq, we just say Puan Aziza, right? Just like every
Yes,
time
yes.
Puan, every time Puan, and then now it's Teacher Aziza, right? So you guys choose arranged marriage because that was the only way you guys can get married? Is it something like that?
Like it was one of the options open to us.
Yeah.
Like at the time, and like we were like really like ready, like,
and we didn't have anyone, around. So, but we wanted to get married, finding someone that, ready to get married, that kind of stuff. So we talked to our parents and like told our parents like, can you find someone for us, that kind of stuff.
and like fortunately they had like somebody in their mind. Oh, nee, like we know this little guy, this like
little guy,
little kid. So our first meeting was online actually. Like we did a Skype call online. That was the first time meeting. And the meeting was a bit surreal because I didn't know Sakinah like on a personal level, so it sounded more like an interview. Like I had a list of questions.
Oh wow! Look at that.
because I guess I'm that kind of guy. Like apa?
Kena susun
kan, kena teratur everything. So it's like when I try to recall it back, it sounded more like an interview.
Very professional.
Like straight to the point. Like
I see.
Boleh ke tak hidup dekat US ni kan? Like hidup susah boleh ke tak?
Naik bas boleh ke tak? Jalan kaki boleh ke tak?
Damn.
Actually, that's pretty good lah. Sebab macam you guys memang nak talk to each other pun for the point of getting married anyway. So just terus tanya straight up.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So
okay, I nak tanya apa tadi? Do you still have the list?
No, sorry. Do you still like have the list of like questions, Fakhry? Like you
I still have the list actually.
Oh wow!
Still have the
You
list.
do?
I do have the list. I do have the list and the answers you did.
Oh no, it might
Oh
change.
yo.
Kan.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we might ask
Wow.
Fakhry after this. Like, what's the list? We kind of want to know.
All right.
Share the list.
Share the list. Okay. We can do that. But like
Tips.
it sounds a bit like unromantic, right? Like when
Yeah, it is a bit, yeah.
like, and now that I recall it, like it did sound a bit unromantic, but like because like macam mana,
I guess
like
we were serious.
yeah,
and
we were really serious on like what we wanted to do and what we needed to get.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much time for hanky panky. Apa?
The emotions build up as we
Ah,
go.
Yep.
Yeah. As we start with each
Faham.
other, get to know each other.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So that's one thing about like our marriage was that like we didn't like start off
Suka betul.
suka betul lah. Dia macam like as we build up, like like Sakinah suka benda macam ni. Like, okay, I can like that. I can like this. I can like that. And then like you eventually like, so I mean like you kind of like fall in love eventually after that, and you keep on falling in love after that. So
Wow.
oh
Aziz dah-
so it started out very like if I think if we were to like tell our story to people, like it would sound like very like anticlimactic, but like I think like that's the good thing about being arranged marriage. Like it sounds so professional, but like because like you put all the like put all the important things. Is that what is
The emotions.
no you put all the not the professional things,
priority-
the things that needed to be prioritized, and you put those things first, and
What's important in a marriage.
what's important in a marriage first, and then like that's when like okay, now that you know that they can, you know what the important thing about in the marriage that needs to be settled first, then that's when you can build up everything else. Oh, she likes the color brownish nude, like she likes to go shopping, that kind of things, and like then like
It builds up.
it builds up from there.
Faham?
Yep.
Faham?
Wow, you know.
Very interesting lah. Sebab macam contrast with like our current society yang selalu macam dating ni macam dah tak jumpa, cakap dulu, and macam over time macam you feel like macam suka dia baru macam go into that marriage kan. Tapi macam you guys first thing you start memang tanya terus soalan boleh tahu macam tu. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's good. That's a good thing. It's a great thing because macam you guys got everything out of the way already. And then baru start suka. Kalau macam dah suka tapi those things tak address lagi, then susah nak let go, betul tak?
Betul.
Yep.
That is true. But yeah, I think this kind of brings a new perspective of arranged marriage when you think about it. Like Fakhry and Sakeenah punya, you know, their story is like that's just the beginning, tau guys. That's just the beginning. Like tapi macam it shows like it's not that bad, right? It's not. They were not forced to do it, you know.
No.
They were given
Like,
a choice.
So
It was a bit like nerve-wracking, like the first call, because like
Are we really doing this?
yeah, like how do you ask somebody like, hey, we're gonna get married, like I need to know these things before we get married, like it sounds very nerve-wracking, very anxious, kan bila buat benda macam tu kan. But like I think like once those things are like settled, like you get like a clear picture, and like your parents are all like supportive of it, like it becomes like really smooth sailing after that.
True.
yeah.
But you know, like
love
but yeah,
love really works in many different ways.
yeah. I think that's the beauty of love itself. Like you can find love in many different ways, just not like through relationship. But they found the beauty in arranged marriage. Yeah.
Betul.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay,
kan,
so something I want to point out tau. Before we go further into the second question tau, kita dah macam I want to point out something. I think our current society often have a bad negative view on arranged marriage. Macam dia orang selalu fikir you kena kahwin dengan dia. Lepas tu macam dia kahwin, kita pun dah kenal, but macam it doesn't go well because you guys never knew each other from the beginning. But then we can have a clear example here that arranged marriage is a good thing, and I think we have to differentiate between a forced marriage and an arranged marriage lah.
Yep.
Kat sini kahwinan yang paksa dengan kahwinan tak dipaksa. Arranged marriage is not forced marriage. In arranged marriage, you two parents introduce you to each other and then you agree to it and you kahwin. Tapi forced marriage is wajar paksa lah. So I think this is pretty cool. I think this is really nice, and we can go on to the second question.
Yes.
How
Soalan
tell the story?
Yes,
Like,
soalan
can
kita-
you-
Oh, how we got
soalan-
married? Oh, that's
Yes, soalan kita nanti-nantikan. I'm not gonna say much on this.
oh,
You
like
guys are gonna be taking the spotlight.
macam mana? Like
Start of 2019.
maybe
no, 2019
maybe
was
maybe
the
a
was
little,
the
maybe a
kenalan,
little,
like kan 2019 was kenalan lah, but like when we like
sorry, I'm
when
lagging.
we like actually like started like being engaged, like this was like something like out of the blue for me as well, because like it was our parents which was like actually like moving things forward, our family members. So because I was in the United States during that time and she was in Malaysia. Kan so this happened like during March 2 years ago 2020.
It was like few during lockdown, is it?
No,
Before that?
no, it was before that I think.
Oh, December.
No, March 20,
March.
March 15.
No, I
Kita
don't
got
know
engaged.
dates.
So the story how we got engaged, because my mom asked me, like, this was before that, like, okay, Fakhry, like, is everything good with you? Like, okay, everything's good with me. Like I like her. Like she seems great. Like I think we can. Like I don't mind continuing. Like, okay, all right, okay, we'll get everything ready, Fakhry. Stay tight, kan? Just bagi je duit yang kita minta tu kan, anything kan. Kalau dia nak apa-apa nanti kita bagi je kan. And then like and then one day my parents went to her house nak merisik. and I didn't like, it was a different time zone for me, and like my mom beritahu like, okay, kita pergi rumah Sakinah ni nak merisik, like, wow, like wait, lajunya. And then like dia pun terkejut lah. Sebab like I didn't tell her exactly, like we knew like we were gonna get married, but like I didn't told her that like, hey, she's coming over, not make it official engagement, and like
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
nak buat
didn't
date
know that.
everything kan. And then like so my parents went to her house because usually the guy does this, but in an arranged marriage, the family members are the ones who do this. So my parents went to her house, bawa cincin, and then beritahu parents dia, okay, nak kahwin bila kan, semua tu kan. Ready tak macam mana? Like what
It wasn't
how was it?
Well,
I didn't know the story here.
that day I thought they were just coming over for lunch, because it's like time a formal family meeting. So like, okay, we cook this. Okay, they're gonna come for lunch, but it turns out it was our engagement day. That's the surprise part. So yeah, I didn't know it was actually my engagement day that day. They're just like, okay, dah habis makan semua kan. So they took out a ring and they say, setuju ke tak kita nak tunang hari ni? Macam tu lah. Fakhry didn't tell me that it was an engagement. I guess he didn't know juga.
I knew there was gonna be an engagement, but like my parents need, like they push things like really quickly, like.
But like we both of us, expected that, but we just didn't know what day. So we were both okay, alhamdulillah. It was a really nice day masa tu. It was actually like 2 days before the first lockdown. 2 days before the first lockdown. So rezeki lah, they came to our house and like got engaged that day. Lepas tu yeah, we were engaged from that day onwards. Yeah.
From then, like we started like talking regularly lah, like every other day, just like trying to get to know each other more, and like And initially, like I wanted to come back to Malaysia
For the wedding.
for the wedding. Like the plan was to have our marriage earlier, but then COVID happened. So that's when like pandemic issues happened, and like it became like another story, another weird story. So Sakinah,
we were looking for dates to
Yeah.
get married, to nikah actually,
Mm-hmm.
but like we didn't know, like because the lockdown happened and like the all the pejabat and stuff closed. Diorang pun tak sure bila nak buka and everything. Lepas tu orang yang dah book appointment semua appointments all full. Those kind of like COVID stuff, and so it was really macam macam mana nak buat ni? Like how is Fakhry gonna travel back, because he can't travel back. The borders were closed.
Betul.
Yeah, it happened in an instant, right? So everything was closed down. But so there were lots of talking about like kahwin online. But like the first time I tak nak benda tu sebenarnya, because I haven't met him in person. Lepas tu kena kahwin online kan. Macam, oh man.
I was trying to console her. Okay, like I'll try to get back as soon as possible, kan. Kita cari masa, kan. But like the issue was that like if I did try to go back, I had to like be in quarantine for 2 weeks, and then my kerja only allowed me to be only for 3 weeks. So 2 weeks kalau tak ada COVID, 3 weeks kalau 4 weeks if I had COVID. So you can see the dilemma there. So like I couldn't stay out of the country for long because my cuti dia tak bagi cuti lama. So so like we were in this situation where like, oh my god, like
It wouldn't work.
Yeah, it wouldn't work
Wouldn't work.
for me to go back regardless, like buka ke tak borders about the COVID, and then like even my parents were like kind of worried because I was asthmatic. I was asthmatic, and like they were worried like if I got the COVID virus, like I would be really bad, because I also like when I was back in high school, I got the H1N1 virus.
So it built
So that was like a really bad episode, because like during that time everyone thought I was dead.
Oh my god.
I don't like somebody actually called my mom, tanya my mom Fakhry yang masuk hospital meninggal bila nak meninggal sebelum. So like Fakhry okay je ni, bukan ni, tak betul. So like my mom was like really super worried about me and my health in coming back, and like being in an airplane cramp, duduk dalam
and that was during the early pandemic, so you don't know like what's gonna happen, like how the virus is attacking. No vaccines that time. So it was really a big risk for us, so we didn't want to take that. So him not able to come back, so obviously we had to do the online marriage thing.
So tu pun cerita dia sendiri
So to make the online marriage happen, there's a really, really like long process, because apparently you have to get like a special permission from the pejabat agama to do this online. But Fakhry wouldn't be able to be in person, right? But because he was the one who has to take the hand akad nikah. Yes.
Okay, yes.
So he wasn't available, and the person said there has to be someone physical to take it, to to get us married. So the way to do it was, this is something that the pejabat agama actually like suggested. They suggested.
So they suggested that my father do the akad nikah in my place.
Dia wakil.
Boleh gitu
Wakil pengantin lelaki is called.
Boleh macam tu?
Apparently yes.
Apparently boleh, and they actually like keluarkan
like a
fatwa allowing that, actually like the day, a few days after kita buat akad nikah kita kan, like this was last year, early January last year, like fatwa Malaysia actually keluarkan, because people were asking like, how do we got married, boleh ke tak ni kan, and like
can you actually
can we actually wakilkan. So they actually keluarkan fatwa boleh well, I think we still have the link. The link for that fatwa, like it's kind of weird, like fatwa what's what kita.
But like the thing is, nak menjadi wakil kepada pengantin lelaki, they have to like have like apa? Ada macam angkat sumpah kind of thing. So how Fakhry did it was when he passed the wakil thing to my father-in-law, they video called Fakhry, and Fakhry has to like repeat these words. Ada macam saksi, orang pejabat agama was there to like, okay, confirming that he's gonna pass his pengantin lelaki, wakilkan kepada ayahnya.
This was before the nikah.
Yes.
So Sakinah actually like called me like in during the night, because like she went to pejabat agama to jumpa the ustaz and says like, okay, we need to angkat sumpah everything. This is like different from the nikah. So, but the wording is the same. So apa? How was it like?
Well, I don't exactly remember
Okay,
that
yeah.
yet.
But like it's but like saya Abdullah Fakhry Ahmad Fauzi membenarkan Ahmad Fauzi bin Muhammad Saad, my father, untuk mewakilkan saya, something like that mewakilkan saya akad nikah dengan Nur Sakinah Husna binti Muhammad Riza. Okay, pada tarikh ni, so that kind of thing. So like there were actually the imam and like dua orang saksi during that time, during the akad sumpah.
It was really transparent. It was really formal.
Transparent.
So that we understand, okay, ini bukan macam benda-benda was-was, because it was all clear. We have all the saksis and everything.
So there was dua saksi during the akad sumpah, and then during the actual akad nikah as well ada like
saksi.
everyone there juga kan. So
during the nikah day, there was my father-in-law, my father, and me, the imam. So my father-in-law and my father will be exchanging the vows, the akad nikah vows. Yeah, but they have a script, so you won't get it wrong. Diorang dah tulis script siap-siap dah siapa kepada siapa, so that
wakilkan, dah tukar wording to wakilkan.
Oh, faham.
Oh, I see.
Was all clear. So that was
this.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me this one term lah kita dah pakai zaman sekarang, which is modern problems require modern solutions. Yes.
Improvise. Like I was kind of like I was kind of surprised how cool and level-headed the ustaz were. Like, oh ni apa they were like really like trying to help us, very supportive, nak macam okay, apa pukul berapa okay kan, nak call untuk akad sumpah kan, dia boleh dengar ke tak, internet okay ke tak, that kind of thing.
Yes,
So they were very like ni bukan apa calang-calang ustaz-ustaz like apa biasa-biasa ni, memang like they're very like very like
professionals,
well educated and well versed with like how things are
wow,
going.
that is so cool.
So we were very lucky of that.
This was all during the pandemic.
This was during the pandemic.
To think that they helped us during those hard times. Memang sangat bersyukur lah sebenarnya. Like we were blessed that they're able to go out of their way and help us. So yeah.
Betul. Wow, I mean,
that's like the thing about when I was getting married, because I wasn't there physically, like that anxiety, like get married kan.
On the nikah day.
Kan.
I was behind the screen.
On the iPad.
I cannot imagine that though. Like being, that okay, I have a wife now, but like never even meeting her, and then like knowing that it all happened online. So okay, that's happening there in Malaysia, and she's my wife now. Tapi macam sekali pun tak jumpa.
Yeah.
You don't know like what happens.
It's so weird because like my other siblings, like two of my siblings dah kahwin dah, and like they like I've seen their marriages where like kan dia orang apa dah kan ada kompang kan, pergi jalan sama-sama, and then apa salam bila dah akad nikah tu salam, solat sama, and like I had to wait for like 2 to 3 weeks before jumpa Sakinah.
After the nikah.
Kan macam like macam esoknya kerja tu like dah kahwin dah
Tapi macam tak ada benda change.
Macam like, oh, I'm married. Anyway, let's continue our life.
Yeah. Kan.
It hasn't like
Wow.
Hasn't
hit
clicked,
you.
hasn't hit me up yet, like day to day life.
You know.
Tapi like our like during the akad nikah day, like one of the challenges yang I rasa macam like I think I put too much burden on Sakinah was that like the wedding day wasn't as grand as I would like it to be because I wasn't there. And, like it was like during the COVID time, right? So like
Yeah.
we only like close family and friends were there, so we had a very small wedding, and like she was the only one sitting on the
We had a small apa
pelamin kan,
just a small one.
a small pelamin, and like she was the only one sitting there, and like semua orang like apa datang and like
Tarik gambar,
tarik gambar, and
that's
like I was kind of worried like somebody might ask like mana suami,
Mana pengantin lelaki?
Ya, mana pengantin kan.
Kasihan dia.
Kan.
Kasihan
So
dia.
like I don't know how are you doing that time?
Well, like it was really like relief dah nikah and everything kan. And then I think it was okay on the day because you get to meet the family members, you get to, you know, have a wonderful time that day. Lepas tu adalah makan-makan sikit. So it was okay, like Fakhry was like macam tak teringat pun kot sebab sibuk dengan orang kat rumah kan. So tak teringat pun Fakhry sangat. So it was okay. It was a really nice day. Just family moments. Yeah.
Wow.
Very small.
With friends pun kawan-kawan I daripada sekolah rendah pun datang.
It wasn't like anything grand or like besar-besar, but just like very small, like and I think like I have a feeling like even if it wasn't during the pandemic and like we had a regular wedding, like it would still be like that. It was still like because of the arranged marriage way it was, like both like my parents and her parents like were very supportive of one another. So like they were like even before our marriage, like my parents like took her out
to get the wedding
to
stuff.
get the wedding stuff,
the wedding dress and everything.
So like,
wow.
So I spent more time with his parents.
And like even I like call terus like her dad and like, you know, cakap like apa, get to know them better kan macam tu kan. So there was a lot of like support from our parents in that regard, which like kind of like helped ease everything up with like the whole like I couldn't come back and like all the COVID things and like online things. So like that support from our parents was really helpful like throughout this whole process.
Wow.
Tapi I think that the story hasn't ended yet because you guys haven't met just yet.
No, we haven't met just yet.
You haven't met yet.
Itu pun cerita lagi satu.
Itu cerita lagi satu. Kita jumpa dekat apa?
No. Wait, before I was okay. It was the pandemic, so the border was closed. So I was like, okay, sekarang ni dah nikah, macam mana nak pergi jumpa Fakhry? And I couldn't get out of Malaysia because like you know they closed the border. They wouldn't allow anyone out. Itu pun kena minta special permission to get out. So we had to wait for that permission first. Baru boleh keluar.
Yep. That's why it took like around 2 weeks. Kalau tak like I was ready like apa lepas kahwin tu kan nak beli tiket the next day for her to come here.
But we didn't.
But that didn't happen. So like it took like around like 2 weeks to like get everything ready, like get all the documents ready, and then she flew here. And then jumpa dekat airport kali pertama.
Yeah, the first time we met.
How
It must be awkward.
Oh my god.
It was.
How was it?
Oh wait, you say.
Oh, it was a it was a Saturday for me. Saturday afternoon, and like I didn't know what to do, so I bought like a bouquet of flowers.
Ooh.
Okay, now this is romantic. This is romantic.
Just to meet her at airport. So what was in my mind? Okay, like so usually what happens is that like the time you meet at airport tu kan nanti like you'll come like running and hugging that kind of thing, and like that's how they usually do it in like movies kan. So like I was expecting like okay, maybe I can do something like this and like ada bouquet of flowers and maybe everyone would start clapping. Like, whatever lah kan. Okay, so like and then I came to the airport. And then like unfortunately like, it took some time because like, she had to go through immigration and everything and
It took hours.
yeah, it took hours.
Dapat ingat.
Hours tu dah layu sikit.
Ada layan you.
Aduh.
Dah penat. So when we finally met, dua-dua kita dah like exhausted. Both of us were exhausted. Kan dah gelap kat luar. And like apa jumpa je apa.
But we did like he gave me flowers. So I was like, wow, I was actually surprised. I didn't expect the flowers at all. So that was really sweet. Sebab dah travel jauh kan, you're really tired, and then you see these flowers like from your newlywed husband. So that was really nice. And then we had a little hug.
Yep.
Wah.
And then tanya apa khabar?
Oh baik ya. Apa khabar? Okay ke? Okay, I call in Uber, night with Uber on the way back to our apartment senyap je all throughout the way.
It was awkward lagi lah. Yeah.
Awkward first time jumpa pula tu. Dia bukan it's not even like first time jumpa like berkenalan. It's like straight up first time jumpa as
first time.
And it's even like
husband and wife.
Husband and wife face to face and
Yeah, so it was something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna. That was pretty sweet, like, even though it's like awkward sweet, but it's really sweet.
Yeah, I gotta say, man.
I highly recommend like people like being as like what do you call it, romantic as possible, as cringeworthy as possible. Like you've seen in movies where like people ada bawa bunga, like I don't know. I kind of realized like Sakinah like really enjoys those kind of things.
Yeah, of course.
Like in my mind, it was supposed to be much more romantic, but like I'm like she kind of like it, so I guess that's a plus for me.
Yep.
So, you know what? I think responsible is the new romantic. Don't you think, Aziz?
Apa dia?
Yes.
Responsibility is the new romantic.
Betul?
Yeah, betul.
Yeah. I mean, kita tak habis lagi pasal banyak cerita dia orang ni macam we can literally document this for like 2 episodes. Literally.
That'll be too long.
Boleh je. Like I think we're up for it.
Oh yeah, we can do like an extension, one lepak, season 3 with them. You know what?
This is already right now. It's already a year later, right?
Yeah. It's a year.
Yeah. Tapi macam wah, korang punya cerita tu lain daripada lain lah. Like I'm pretty sure like it's so rare to find that that experience, if you had like children, it'd be like, wow, that like how Asian parents like,
No, this would be a really good episode for How I Met Your Mother.
Oh my god, yes.
Kan nak cerita balik kan How I Met Your Mother kan, like ni nanti so the synopsis of the story would be like apa, pertamanya I kenal her parents and then dia kenal my parents and like buat story dengan parents dulu kan, ada episod banyak-banyak kan, apa pergi sekolah lah, tak ada kaitan dengan jumpa sama lain dulu.
Betul.
Akhirnya the parents hook us up and then like so that's How I Met Your Mother.
Wow.
You know what, if that actually become a Muslim version, that would be really cool.
Aduh. Simpan idea tu nanti.
Simpan idea tu. Nah, yeah. Tapi macam it's so unique. I mean, like what do you think? I'm just even like I'm hearing the story again. It's just so super mind blowing for me.
I would say the story is unique and tak akan dapat dekat siapa je. It's like okay, like you guys are married. Okay, you guys are married. There's some story to it. But then like you guys got married. Okay, and then like if you guys would like to explain it, like the person would be like, okay, wow, okay, no, expected at all. Macam tu lah. I think that's the reaction you get from me.
Yeah. Like, man, you must like it'll be easy for you to like hook up with like tell your children, be like, you know what, my marriage is one of the most unique marriages ever.
It's
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, we never thought of like getting married this way,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was a new
I mean,
part.
yeah, true. I mean, you know what they say again, life. What's the saying? Alah, terlupa pula. Tak apalah, I'll think of
Works
that
in
later.
mysterious ways, is it?
That and the best surprises come unexpected.
Yep.
Yes.
True.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Was Yeah, the best surprises come unexpected.
Mm.
True. I don't know. Lately, I've been just really into like with playing with words. It's just really fun. Anyways, let's move on to the last question. I think this is really interesting and apa ni? Because you know people dah kahwin dan diorang baru nak bermula living together, right? Okay, so like some people like never thought of this question, like dah kahwin, so what now? Kan? Kan? Like, especially in your case, sebab korang tak pernah jumpa, korang jumpa kali pertama di lapangan terbang,
Mm.
okay?
Yes.
So how did you guys adjust to each other? You know, like living together for the first and knowing each other for the first time. So all your previous conversations were on text. So how did you try to adjust from online and putting it into reality?
Mm. I mean, like the first few days were kind of awkward, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awkward.
Kan? Oh, ni like but I think like one of the things that I think kind of help in us in breaking the ice is like when we enter into this relationship, like we really knew like what we wanted, like we're getting married, like we knew each of our responsibilities, and I like even before we got married, I kind of like prepped her how life was gonna be.
In the US.
Or was it what like I made it sound like much more like
Hard.
hard, yeah, and like was it difficult?
Well, first time coming here, like there's for me there's like two things I have to adjust. First one is the marriage part, and the one is adjusting to a new place, like the US. The cold weather. Like that time when I came, it was like snowing, so it was really cold. So itu pun like macam mentally, emotionally juga macam affect kan, sebab terus change everything. So adapting in living in the US was really it's a bit tough for me, I think. But the marriage part, because I think because I was married to Fakhry, he like supported me. Dia cakap, okay, kat US kena buat macam ni. Dekat US you have to be like this. So there was a guide for me. So it helped me adapt life more. It also helped us in our marriage, if that makes sense.
Betul.
Benda yang parallel kan, benda together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Like what else?
Living conditions.
Yeah, like when we start like living together, that's when like I think like most like that's the time where like you find out more about we found out more about each other. Like I found out like Sakinah suka buat benda macam ni. She likes these colors, the hobbies.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I keep on like reminding her, like like I'm a guy who stays in front of his computer like 24/7, and like I was trying to like explain that to her, like when we were engaged, like I buat kerja banyak, I main game banyak, I tahu kan
The schedule.
the schedule, and so I was really hoping like she understood like what kind of person I was.
Yeah. So that put
Da.
So that put me like in a position where okay, his schedule is like this, so it's either I have to like cater around the how he works, that kind of stuff lah. Tu yang macam you have this kind of expectations sebab dia dah bagi tahu, so you don't put a different kind of expectation, otherwise you will be disappointed kan. So bila dia explain macam tu, I pun explain macam mana my daily schedule looks like. So that's how we try to adjust and find the moment to be together. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Betul. Wow. So it took a while lah for you guys to like fully adjust to each other lah.
Yeah.
I think
I think we're still trying to adjust to it, but like falling in love, like it's a continuous thing, kan? So like you can't stop falling in love. Like you have to like
Wow,
like it has to
romantic
go on.
words are coming up from Fakhry.
Like every day you find out something new
yeah,
about your
that's
spouse,
true.
kan?
You know what's playing in my head is like the song, like falling in love.
Oh, okay.
Can't help
with.
Okay.
It's like
that's a
stuck in my
great
head when you just
song.
say that. My God, like it's like every day it's like a new adventure for you guys.
Yeah.
It has been really like fun up until now.
Yeah.
And like semua benda macam baru lah. Like I feel really blessed dapat like this kind of life. So alhamdulillah.
Wow.
You dapat tinggalkan US biasa kan, jalan-jalan merata-rata. like when she told me, like she was like, oh, she likes like visiting around places. Like, okay, nice. Okay, so like what I did was I beli metro kan, tu dia kita pergi DC. Like there's all these museums kat situ kan. And then like you know what happened? Like they closed all the museums because of COVID. Like
Yeah.
so duduklah terperangkaplah kat rumah tu for the
Yeah.
next few months.
That's the thing. After we got married, I came here. It was the pandemic. Everything was closed. So we're stuck at home.
So like tak dapat nak like dah plan dah. Okay, DC ada semua benda ni kan. But couldn't do that. But right now we're going through that.
Yeah, I would imagine that's pretty macam awkward kot. So macam first time jumpa, tak ada masa pun macam kalau kat luar macam dapat lah macam ada space sikit. Macam okay, you get your own space and I get my own space and we're doing our own things, we're getting to know each other. Like that lah, physically lah. Tapi macam dah sekat kat rumah, private space, first time. I guess like clap, macam respect lah korang go through that. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Do you guys okay now it's kind of like it's a bit like wow, it's lovey-dovey, right? But let's talk about like macam what difficulties have you guys gone through together as a couple? Like how do you guys argue? How do you guys overcome it? What were some things that you felt like Fakhry macam ni ke? Sakinah, why are you like this?
You dulu lah.
Tak, you dulu.
Okay. Like things I found out about Sakinah, like she has a very like what do you call it, outspoken mind. Like she really tells me what's on her mind, that kind of thing.
I nak ni.
Nak keluar ni, nak pergi situ, nak keluar jalan ni, like, and I'm like a very like tak nak keluar kind of guy, nak duduk dalam rumah aja kan. So I had to adjust to that. Going out kan kena ikut what are her hobbies that she likes to do kan.
And like Fakhry mentioned that he's not a mind reader, so when like I macam puas hati ke something, and like I tak nak cakap, I nak dia tahu terus, tapi he can't read my mind, so like I have to tell him.
Yeah.
So
I
tu pun kena adjust juga.
I kept on reminding her like, hey, I can't read minds here. Like this is
me.
This is the first time I got married, so kind like this is the first time I got married. I'm like I don't have experience in this. Like kan, like
how do you do
like
this?
like you have to tell me what I'm supposed to do here. like I don't know. Like alhamdulillah, like I can be frank like that to Sakinah. Like that's something I'm betul-betul bersyukur. Like I can tell her like you have to tell me, kena communicate lah,
Yes,
kena beritahu.
Communication
Kena-
is so
kena-
important.
Yeah, kena beritahu benda.
Betul.
Like because there's a lot of stories I heard where like people, the main reason why like couples like get into arguments is because like they don't communicate well with each other, right?
They expect or assume of their partner something that might not be true, tapi sebab you macam tak tanya ke something, you know, this kind of stuff. So mungkin ada macam salah faham that could escalate to something bigger. Yeah.
something I just saw Haziq was when Sakinah and Fatin about the communication, he was like, yes, betul. He was like, I can see that in his face.
What?
Communication
Oh,
when you mentioned.
okay.
That's
Oh,
the, that's
yeah.
the one.
Yeah. Like
I
like
would say that I have some experience, having
Ooh, yeah.
a partner lah. Tapi not in that sense. Tapi a partner is dating lah. And sometimes girls have the assumption of like, I'm not saying I understand that point of view of like, I want him to do it because I want him to do it, not because I tell him to. Faham tak? I understand that. I understand the point of view. I understand that it's special when it's something like that. But of course, we're not mind readers.
like I keep on reminding Sakinah that like, hey, like we like this is our first time together. Like I can't read minds. Like I think that could be like one of the benefits of our arranged marriage is because like we didn't like really know each other. I have to keep on reminding her like you have to tell me what you want. Like tak tahu ni kan.
Just be frank.
Just be frank with it. Like that also has its unfortunately its downside where like I'm a bit too frank.
A bit too
A bit too frank with
A bit too
Sakinah,
frank.
kan. Too frank with Sakinah kan. Cakap benda like that comes to my mind dia pun sakit hati kadang-kadang so
Sedih sekejap lah.
kena
But then we talk about it.
yeah so we have to keep on like talking about it, keep on communicating with one another.
Yes, that's true.
Wow. This is such a like communication is key. Betul. Like I was talking to Aiman Azlan on Friday. We were talking about communication. So like he said to me that face-to-face communication should always be the primary way of we communicate, right? Because that's when we get to know their emotions, their feelings, what they are at that physical moment in the present, right? Like and texting should be secondary. Like all these social media platforms should be secondary, right? Because you need to see like social media as a form of communication than a form of conversation. Yeah. So macam and I think a lot of couples really misunderstand that. Yeah, they misunderstand that like saying, apa ni, kalau tak balas message, kenapa tak balas message kat aku ke? Ataupun
Yeah, that kind of signs.
Yeah. So that should always be secondary because you're not always going to be online in the digital world. Like you have your own life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need
like the interesting thing about that young message again. So
messaging,
like, because like that actually worked in our favor because Sakinah stayed in Malaysia and like whenever I don't like balas messages cepat-cepat kan, like I keep on reminding her like, hey, like it's night for me, like I'm sleeping or I'm working and like I can't take your calls during that time. So she kind of had to adjust me like not reading her text message cepat-cepat.
Yeah, that's
kind of
true.
thing. So
the time difference does it for us. Yeah.
So we couldn't rely that much on texting to communicate with each other. Like we had to rely with like being like calling each other and like being like apa kalau nak benda on the spot, like
janji pukul berapa?
Janji berapa call that kind of thing. So there were commitments that needed to be made even before the marriage, before our marriage.
Betul. Okay, Fakhry, so this is kind of like a boy talk thing. Okay, so I know like okay, this is something that I think all three of us can do. Okay, so I know being in a relationship or being in a marriage is very tiring, right? Okay, ataupun like in the process of getting to know somebody, right? It's really tiring. So I can't stop laughing because it's funny. So you know that when the period when Sakinah was in Malaysia, right, and you're in the US, two different time zones, right? Have you ever like to Sakinah, hey, I'm sleeping lagi lah, text?
Ayo.
Tak boleh.
Tengok I tak
Tak
tahu.
boleh, tak tahu lah. I tak ingat lah. I'm pretty I'm pretty sure I think like after the first time I told her like, hey, I'm working this and this time, and kalau if it's not like, no, that's not how it is actually like whenever she responds something, and because like I baca message like apa, good night Fakhry kan, okay, I put like, oh, okay, alright, dia dah good night lah kan, letak lah handphone kita tepi kan, but she was expecting like another message coming up and like good night good night
Yeah, of
Sakinah
course.
emojis, and like I
Betul.
tak tahu, I didn't know that, so that's how I usually like operate with messages. Like if it feels like it's the end of the line, if it feels like it's the end of the sentence, end of the conversation, I like letak je lah handphone ke bawah kan. And then like she's waiting like,
I want a good night as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that
kind of
happens.
thing. So it's not really like I was like ignoring her. It's just like I thought the conversation ended. Kind of like, oh, this is how my day was. Like, no. She told me, like, and then I replied like, oh, that sounds good. Sudah habis. It was like, like,
Like, I was expecting he would tell me as well.
like,
That's what happens
yeah,
when you message.
yeah. So
Betul lah. Ada. I mean, Haziq, we both have the experience kan nak text orang. Nantilah.
kan.
I do that a lot to you, Haikal.
Oh yeah, you know what? This is a prime example here. Haziq.
Kan, dia dah tulis panjang-panjang kan, dan awak hantar balik noted. Like,
What happens after that?
What happened after that? We just expect something bigger.
kan.
Aduh. But like in terms of friendship, even a prime example of who replies very late, Haziq ah.
I do realize
Ataupun
that.
me,
Like I kind of treat my friends like that.
Actually, to be fair, kadang-kadang aku pun buat tu juga tau.
Kan.
Tapi rasa bersalah.
Apa ni, ada sekali tu kan, my friend dia pernah dia tengah memandu tau. Dia tengah memandu, kawan dia minta something from him on the spot when he was driving. He didn't reply like 2 days afterwards, and then on the third day I was going out with him. And then the guy, and then the friend, and we were driving in the car. I mean, he was driving the car and I was in the car as well. And then the guy, his friend texted him back, what happened to this? And then he said, still driving.
Well, that's true, right? Alasan. Well, he's not lying, so it is
He's
true.
not lying, tapi
That's a good one.
you know what?
Dia sampai 3 hari punya kan, aduh.
Lama bono buat gitu.
So, nak
You know what? I'm gonna
balas
point the name out. Ziad, you were the guy.
Haziq was the guy.
No, it was.
My friend of ours. Yeah. Tapi itu lah, was the kelakar lah. On the spot, yeah. Like I think we also have to understand that whenever you text somebody and they seen you, that a lot of such things comes to mind. So always ask. Always ask politely lah. Don't ask like, wait, what apa? Macam tu lah. Jangan
I think
kasar
some of
pula
us
lah kan.
also kena expect that sometimes if we don't ask again, they won't answer. But not because they don't put effort, maybe they forgot. Okay, so I was really nice listening to Sakinah and Fakhry's story all the way from daripada kenapa diorang pilih, and actually was really interesting sebab kan dua-dua macam okay, I want to, but then macam tak apalah, tak nak fikir, bagi diorang pilih kan. Oh, best juga itu kan. And then all the way to getting to know each other.
The story, getting to know each other.
And then with the story of macam mana berkenalan.
Aftermath,
physically lah.
the aftermath, yeah.
Boleh jumpa sebagai husband and wife. I think we can address few of the questions that we have from our audience lah.
There are questions, okay.
There are
Yeah,
quite a
you
few
know,
questions actually. But before we continue on to the questions, I actually have to go first. So Haikal dengan Sakinah and Fakhry can continue on the conversation with
Alright.
the quick Q&A session. Okay, bye everyone.
Oh, okay, boleh. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Isaac. Bye-bye.
Welcome.
No problem. But you know what? Before like we go to the questions, there's like I think some of Sakinah's friends in the comments. Let's just like read them out. Let's just read them out. Okay. But I think it is a great
Safira.
thing that Fakhry and Sakeenah laid out everything on the table before going into the marriage. As not meeting the expectations can lead to disappointment. That is so true. That is so true. Yeah, and I think you did a fair you did a good job for both of you guys.
like
was-
I don't know whether to recommend my style to other guys or not, because girls, they expect like it to be much more romantic, and when the guy starts proposing, and
Understandable.
but mine was a bit like hardcore and like
Straight on.
straight on.
Straight on.
Mm.
I see.
So
Okay,
macam tu lah,
tapi ada betul.
because it was an arranged marriage, and like I didn't know Sakinah, so like there wasn't that much feelings or what tu kan. So like, okay, I don't know her, like how do I start this off?
How do you start ni kan? Betul.
Tak tahu like
Eh.
apa kata macam tu, tapi okay lah, it worked out.
Yeah.
Betul. And then Diana Azmi, this is really funny. Marriage ni, even if you bercinta before kahwin, bila kahwin you'll get surprised in getting to know the other person. That is true.
Yep.
It's like every day is a new adventure. It's a new
Yeah,
journey.
True.
The new journey. And yes, maybe you know what, we might invite them for season 3. Who knows? We might just as well expand that. Like guys, if you don't know, I've done an episode with Fakhry before. It's called The Amazing Tales. The Tales of Fakhry Fauzi living in the States. Yeah, the Tales of Fakhry Fauzi living in the States.
We did that.
Yeah, we did that. So that was a really fun episode because we got to know how it feels like to be living in the United States. So I think we might continue the Tales of Fakhry Fauzi,
Nina,
arranged marriage.
Oh, wait. I just remembered something. The podcast that you did with Fakhry, that was one of the ways that I got to know Fakhry more. I listened to your podcast about him.
Whoa,
So,
really?
yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that?
Yeah, I'm telling you now.
Okay.
So that was cool. Yeah. I listened to your podcast when you talk with Fakhry. So,
Wow. Okay, you know what? The podcast is getting people together, man. This is what we want, man. This is nice.
You were the like apa the what do you call it?
the middleman juga.
No,
ada tu.
middleman juga
One of the ways
the
that I
final
got to
stroke
know.
apa to get Sakinah. Okay, I'm getting married with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Because it was
that could be
hard
a
for him,
tiebreaker.
hard to like find about him like online because he's not so much on social media, right?
Unfortunately not.
So I can't like
Yeah.
stalk him or anything. So the podcast like really macam, oh, that's
Really
how
helped.
he talks.
Yeah.
Gitu lah.
Faham. That was good. Okay, we might do season 3, the Tales of Fakhry Fauzi part 2. We continue his tales. This might become a spin-off series in like an unexpected spin-off series.
Maybe next time you can like apa do like one-on-one with Sakinah Tanya dia.
Okay,
Like-
can.
Like,
I mean,
when I'm not there, tengok dia cakap apa nanti. And then I pula dengar.
yeah.
Like I'll be stalking her nanti. Okay, apa benda dia cakap ni?
Oh, that'd be a nice idea.
Yeah.
It's like I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. And then this is a very interesting question from Najmi. Najmi has been very, very active in the comments lately, since yesterday. Do you want to know who you are, Najmi?
Wow.
Okay. So Najmi asks you, is Sakinah the first person your parents introduced you to Fakhry?
Yes.
Ooh, the
Yes,
first.
yes.
I don't know how else to answer that. I think that's a yes.
Well,
like
it's
Like the-
past relationships.
past. I don't have any past relationship. Like so, I don't go on dates or anything. So like this is how the conversation went with my parents. Like, Fakhry before pergi US. This was like 5 years ago, back in 2016, before I came to the United States. Fakhry nak pergi US nak apa? You want me to find anyone for you first? Like, and then I told to my mom like, no, not yet. Like not yet right now. Like I need to find a job first. I don't even have a place first. Kan pergi dulu US kerja kan dulu kan. So yes, she was the first person to be introduced to me. And like the interesting is she has an Instagram. So my mom like sent me her Instagram photos to me, and I didn't have an Instagram, so there's that.
Yeah, that's
So, but you did create an Instagram account, right, Fakhry?
No,
Did
no,
you,
no.
like,
She
just,
like snapshot.
no, you
snapshot.
I don't have it. I don't have an Instagram.
I
I think I
see.
have it, but like it's a bit like it's nothing's going on. It's just there just to like if people like send photos to me and like they want me to see it, so that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you just see that lah. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I see.
Nothing to post. Nothing to post there. Not like I don't have anything there. So
So the answer
I
is
see.
yes.
yeah, the answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Wow. You know, yeah, it's technically a marriage at
Like-
first
like-
sight. Yeah.
you know what you like maybe next time you can ask my parents, how do you arrange somebody to get married?
That's another.
Okay.
Are they there though right now?
No, they're not here right now. They're not here right now. But
Yeah,
like because like to me, Sakinah was the first person introduced. But you can ask my mom, like how many people were you ready to introduce to Fakhry?
Banyak
Wow.
list pula.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Or like to any
You know
other
what?
of her like kids or
Like
friends.
family friends, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what, Sakinah? You should be proud that teacher Aziza put you on the list, or like on the top of the list.
The first person. Kan. And
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah jadi.
Yeah. Well, I
Wow.
really got like good parents, in-laws, parents. The family's been great. So, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and then Najbi said, love that idea. Okay, maybe you might just interview Puan Aziza and Sir Fauzi.
Like one thing I want to address is like there's this bukan misconception, like there's this anxiety where like if you're in an arranged marriage, where like this is always like the other option line, second option, and I think you have to like move on from that kind of mentality, like you like because kahwin ni benda like what is it rezeki bukan rezeki dah ditulis, like it's
written. It's
like it's
jodoh.
Yes, jodoh. Kahwin ni benda jodoh kan. So like people like in reality like things are not actually like second or third option, like this is the first person you introduce to, this is the second person you introduce to, like because things are jodoh tak jodoh kan. So like kalau dapat kahwin like kena
Work for it.
kena work towards lah, kena fikir ni jodoh kita kan.
Yeah. That
Betul. I mean,
So,
at the end of the day,
because like some of my friends like that's how like they perceive this kind of thing, like kan kalau lepas dah arrange kan, like they think like this is like ni macam like second third option, like
ni bukan jodoh.
ni bukan jodoh betul kan, that kind of thing kan. But like I don't think that's kind of true, like jodoh is like where jodoh is lah.
I see. That is a really interesting perception that you guys put out there, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think it should be addressed juga lah kan. Macam dah kahwin tu janganlah tak usaha lah kan nak jadi sekufu kan.
That's
Sebab macam it's both ways kan, macam both of you guys have to put the effort, you know. And actually when I think about it, but like, I think putting a lot of effort into something that you really think it's worth investing is really like it pays the price. It pays in the price, yeah. So like regardless of what aspect, like marriage, your studies, or in a competition, putting your usaha is always the best thing that can ever happen. You know, like it releases you from expectations, you know. You release from expectations, but like, I know I did my best, therefore I'm happy.
Yes, betul. That is correct.
Yeah.
Kalau you tak try, you wouldn't know, and like you know, you'll be disappointed in yourself. You macam, you know, you haven't put that much effort. It's because you know kan berapa banyak you willing to work for it, right?
Yeah. Betul. And honestly, we actually put a lot of effort for Mencari Cinta with the promotion and stuff. I think
Cool.
actually we kind of promoted late. Actually, I think like 3 weeks.
No, this is really good actually.
Yeah, it is really good. Like I think we promoted like 3 to 2 weeks before the thing happened. We were, I guess one thing about me that is a bit like on my side. Sometimes I do get a bit lazy in promoting. I'm prepared to do the materials, but kerja promotion is kind of like the dirty work lah of anything. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not literally a bad thing. It's a good thing you should promote, but like then promotion is such a big task.
It's a hard work
Yeah.
juga lah.
It's a hard work. Yeah. Like I hands off to those marketers. Right now, I'm looking forward for the post production.
Okay.
After the yeah.
Nanti ada clips Oh.
Yeah, the clips. Nanti
Oh
kita
my
akan-
god, okay, alright. Nanti kita tengok nanti. They'll texting our contacts nanti.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah, that's what we do. So like macam the post production, I'm looking forward because I think that's the most marketable one lah. But but with that, honestly, I'm still happy. Like I'm really happy that like a lot of people came into watching the mini series today, the last episode of Mencari Cinta. Honestly, like 10 people, even though it's not like 100, 200, 10 people, now nine people. Now nine
that's
people.
really cool.
It's nice to see that people are really interested with this idea and this whole mini series itself. And I want to say thank you to the audience for being really very active, and also to those listeners who came in to watch the podcast. Honestly, it really made my day, you know. And it really does like make a man happy like myself. And yeah, and I'm happy that I got to experience and talk about your story on this platform, because it's honestly like every guest that comes here for me, it's not just for me, but it's also for others who are listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a journal, you know, like content creation. Yeah.
Sometimes like people like they're trying to find ways to nak cari cinta ni, tapi dia tak tahu nak buat apa kan. So they need like you're helping out with like matchmaking. Like,
matchmaking.
Inadvertently like trying to tell like, hey, you can try this way out.
There's many
Yeah.
options. Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, the message that we want to bring for Mencari Cinta is that you can watch back to the previous episode, right? But one main thing that I think we need to highlight, that there are many ways of getting married. There's many ways of finding your own love, right? There's no singular way. There's no like you know, there isn't just one method, you know. It's whether you think that method is whether you want to take that method and bear with the consequences.
Betul.
Yeah, betul. So honestly, again, thank you, Fakhry. We've gone a bit over time. But honestly, I'm enjoying that you guys are enjoying the whole podcast, and I'm happy that the audience also are enjoying it as well. Yeah. So you know, before we end, of course, the usual. So if you guys really think this podcast can be better and you think you want to support us, do fill in the Google form down below, right? Give us your comments, your feedback. Give us what you dislike, give us what you like, your rating on this episode. This will help us analyze what we need to improve for future episodes and also future live episodes, right? And if we can get maybe 10 to 15 likes, we can ask Fakhry and Sakeenah to come back again on the podcast, okay? We can talk about Fakhry's second tail living in the United States, right?
Alright.
And
that's Sakinah
5
still.
years.
Okay, now we might do
Episode
Sakinah.
Episode 3, Sakinah still living in the United States.
Yeah, can.
What
Okay.
a mini series.
Okay, and also do, if you think this episode was really amazing, do give us like a hashtag on, do like screenshot this episode or just take a picture and put the hashtag re-lepak and Mencari Cinta. Okay, follow us on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel right now. Put on the notification bell, and follow our Instagram page and also our Facebook page, right, to get the latest updates. Right, and we will be posting other content as well on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe we'll post some infographics about love and relationships, and ultimately, most importantly, some clips from the live.
Okay.
And yes, there's a lot of really fun clips that we would like to share with everyone on the internet. You know, I feel like this could become a meme soon.
Okay, alright.
Oh.
Okay, are you guys okay? You know, before we end, like, are you okay? If you guys become a meme, are you guys ready to face all the different types of memes that will come to you guys?
No, I'm not.
I don't know what to
I don't know what to
expect.
expect. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect
I don't know
actually.
what to expect.
If I don't know, because like I always wondered if you guys have become a meme, how would you feel? You know, I'm sure as somebody who has become a
I don't know
meme.
what to expect. Like,
Depends on the meme, I think.
depends on the
Like,
meme.
what's the context to that?
Yeah, depends on me, depends on the
Yeah.
context. Kan? Okay.
Mm.
All right. So okay. And also do look back to our previous episodes. I think tonight I will start doing the timestamp, so you guys will, you can easily watch all the different types of chapters in the episodes, including this one and also yesterday's episode. And yeah, thank you guys for listening for the last episode of Mencari Cinta. Thank you guys for listening. Remember to always stay awesome, and remember to always be cool. I think that's not the best catchphrase I can give, but yeah, that's all I can give off right now.
Alright.
All right. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next episode coming. I think in April, we're going to start reaching our season 3 episodes. So yeah, until then, goodbye.
Bye bye. Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.